basically my tip for following up and for reaching out and connecting with people, I usually just use the templates that I got from the fifth program when I was starting out, and I adjust them however I want to. But basically using the same structure every time, which is like, hey, how are you? What are you working on? Working on anything exciting lately? It's been a while since the last shoot that we worked on, or I always remember that thing you told me. I always carry that in my pocket. Just wanted to update you that I just worked on this, just did that. I have availability the next 2 weeks. I'm ready to work. Feel free to, call me. Oh, if you know anyone who's looking for an AC, that you could refer me to, I would love that, or be happy to, offer an extra hand.
He took our framework and he brought his personality on it, to it, but it's still him. It's all through him and his hard work and his connections and the responses that they gave him. And he's willing to share this with everybody. Just like, here you go, guys. Here's what I did. Hope I can help you. And you can see that Goran is this kind of sharing person. You want to know about Airbnb. You want to know about camera. You want to know what editing. He's like, I'll tell you everything I know. I may not know everything, but I'll tell you everything I know. No problem, And this is the spirit of Friends in Film. This is why, you guys, we are so successful too. Because you can go and you guys know people 20 years that have been doing their jobs for 20 years in the film industry, working enough. And when people think of them or know them or, just think of them in an image in their mind, they're like, yeah, that guy's good. That's about it. But with Alex, with Goran, with myself, they're like, oh, I love her. That's a different level. That's how you work a lot.
It's really motivating me to hear that about you guys. Like, it really is.
Yeah, and that's the greatest thing. What I've noticed, I get so inspired by each and one of us, and that's the beauty of it. I got inspired by the newbies. I got inspired by the mentors like yourself. Like, Alex, you were the reason when I joined the class that I was so like, I want to be like this guy, You and Lara were like taking a home run from me. I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to hopefully be humble enough to share my experiences with other people, because you were so willing and other mentors to give yourself to us at the time that I wanted to give back. And that's a beauty around that we all kind of...
You gave back to the very person that inspired you. I mean, watching you just zoom on your journey inspired me to reach out to you and want the same thing. I was like, man, Goran has been in this program less than I have, and he's going for it in a way that I wanted to. So you have given back, and it's like, I want to keep thanking you, because look, I mean, you threw the rope back,
Yep.
He falls forward with velocity. Like, it's just like he doesn't think about it. He just fucking does it. Impulse. It's like he'll have a thought. It's like the Mel Robbins rule. It's like he'll have a thought. Well, I think I'll ask for $1,500 for this shoot. I think I'll start DPing. I think I'll buy this equipment. He'll think of the thought for 5 seconds, and then he'll go do it.
But Janet, it's so funny because that wasn't me 3 years ago. I could never imagine I could have done anything like that. And I'm really thankful to the Friends in Film, mentors, everyone included. But there was a lot of self-growth, right?
Yeah.
And through that process, guys, believe me, people were like, I know for the fact. People are probably like, oh, he's ridiculous, People are laughing at me, people are making jokes, but that's on them. It has nothing to do with me, guys. Nothing.
Right.
I know where I want to go. I'm not taking personal. It's their own opinion. They want to be 17 years in a PA job. That's okay for them, not for me. Somebody wants to stay longer, somebody wants to stay lesser. But to that process, thank you so much, Alex, for saying that. But I've got, after a while, people came back to me, tell me that they got inspired. And that's all I care about. That I can move someone, that I can inspire someone. If I have to have that road of people ridicules and whatnot, for somebody to say, if Goran can do it, then I can do it, right? That's the best philosophy that I love to go, because I was like, if Alex can do it, if Lara can do it, why couldn't I? That was my philosophy when I started, and then you just redefine yourself, you move forward, you keep pushing, you keep failing forward. The failure is a feedback. If I knock to one door and I reach out to someone and they say no, okay, it's not the end of the world. There's so many more people out there. Reach out again. Reach out again. I keep reaching out until you tell me don't reach out, or you block me. One of those two things. Until that, we'll go for it. You know.
I said I wanted to do National Geographic. I didn't know anything about geographic. You know, I didn't know anything about wildlife. I never even had any interest in animals, matter of fact.
Wow.
Yeah, and here I was like, I just want that life. Well, that's ridiculous. And if I would have actually thought about it and said and looked at myself, I'm like, no, I just want that life. I'm going to go after it. I love frickin' doing stuff that other people wouldn't do. I think that drives me probably the more than anything. It's like, I love saying, I'm going to do geographic and find a way. And that, for me, that sense of accomplishment inside myself is like, I'm addicted to that. I love that shit. Like, I believe that this is like success secret for me is just like, get addicted to accomplishment. Like, that's exactly what Goran's talking about. You know, Alex, and that's what Goran is talking about, 100%. He's just like, I want to do that, I'm going to do it. Nobody else does it, I'm going to do it. Now, Alex takes more of a approach, like kind of figuring things out and kind of strategizing more, but then he does it. He does it consistently. He keeps doing it. He keeps his eye on the ball. So we all have our different ways of doing it. And that's what I think is so wonderful about this conversation, because you can see that wherever you're at, you have things that you can be doing. You now are exposed to this way of thinking in this conversation, and you're going to come up with your version, and it'll be perfect for you.